Okay, I think I'm streaming. I believe that I'm streaming. Give me a second though, because I don't know how to verify that on my channel. Isn't that delightful? Let's find out. Gonna go to, I'm at the dish. So I've already gone live. Technology is dumb, and I should have checked this before I did the thing, but stream now, events, no. Create stream, no. So I don't know how I'm doing things. Hello everybody, it's Rankart. I'm trying to relearn how YouTube is doing the live stream thing. So if you can see me, that's cool. I don't know because they changed up the way things work, which is a little annoying, but also kind of my fault for not sticking with it. So let's take a look and see. No, just skip. Just shut up for a second and do this. Can you see me? Because I can't. Live stream. Okay. Cool. So if you guys can see me, and just got in here, there is a way that I used to be able to work with YouTube. I have an overlay program that like puts all the cute stuff up on the side and in the background and such. And YouTube is now like not doing that, not allowing for such things. So I don't know how to work with any of it, which is really annoying. And like I said before, it's my fault for thinking I could just hop on in. Schedule for later. No. Manage. Let's see manage. Manage. Refresh. Live streaming. Could maybe be. Summon a beach. Okay, if I click on here, let's go to my channel. I think I might just have to go to the live stream that's being created and like linked on my, yeah, there it is. Here I am. Can I fix it? I want to be able to change this particular thing, but I don't know if it's going to let me. Can I? Sure can't. All right. Edit video. Got it. Can I edit this part? Edit. Okay. Okay. I can at least update this part. Hello, new year. Tab. Okay, cool. So I'll Save it. What is more options? Like I need more options. Nobody needs more options. Okay. Let's go back. Am I still on? Let me know if I'm still on. Hey, I am still on. The internet. Working it. Okay, cool. So, now that that stupidness is done, we can get back to this stupidness. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Here I am. Okay, so sorry about that. That took a little hot second to do. And I didn't need it to, but that's okay. I would like to pop out the chat so that I can have the chat up over here. Boop, in the event that somebody chats. Who knows? Maybe we chat. Perhaps we chat. Okay, so now I can set this. You're going to be moving around a smidge. Okay, what do you mean a dimensional visual on bees? Mom. Hey, it's my husband. Hello, baby. Welcome to the ceiling. Okay. Sorry, moving around. Proud of you. As much as you didn't want that to be, it might have been on the internet just now. I did. Babe. Not the pain, just the feel. Okay. I love you too. I'm gonna go ahead and draw and feel guilty. Love you. I love you. Thanks. Thanks, babe. Okay, do I need... The text is cute. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to make another thing on top of this thing. We're dorkums. That's just what we are. So I don't know if I got a chance to tell you guys this, but I am now an ordained minister. My friend Kyle, you know him, asked me to be their officiant in their wedding. It was him and his now wife, Jessica. And Colin got to be his best man. And then their friend Desiree was their maid of honor. It's only matron of honor if she's married too. Okay, let's do this. Symmetry. Oh, what did you do? So I would like to think it turned out really cute. I would like to think that. And we just did like a little thing to begin with because I believe they are going to do an actual wedding later on. Or not, I shouldn't say an actual wedding. What we had was an actual wedding, but they're gonna have like the big old jumpin' jamboree later. Is it my baby? My baby. So that turned out real cute and sweet. And I got so excited that I forgot to tell them to give each other rings. But to my credit, they also forgot that. Colin had to be the one to tell. Like, oh, hey, weren't you supposed to give each other these? It was pretty adorable. But I think it turned out pretty cute. All right, now it's the ears. Okay. So now we will turn off the symmetry, do this part. Shoot, we were supposed to get stuff today too. Oh no. Last use symmetry. This. Now, do I want to do it this way? Hey, babe. You want to come play some music? Okay, never mind. Oh yeah, you can't play music currently, in your current state. Do, 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 boo, boo. Oh, what I'm currently drawing is just kind of going back over my my drawing of Delta that I did. This is called an expression sheet, or X sheet for short. And these are like the main four emotions, I guess, that Delta would be exhibiting. Thanks, Beeb. I love you.
Taco!
Love you. Thank you. I don't let him do that. Okay. Did you guys watch that Terminator movie that had Christian Bale as John Connor a couple of years ago? Because I kind of want to know what other people are thinking about it, you know, kind of this far after the fact. Did you not like it? Was that a sad face because you weren't impressed? Because I'm not. Ooh. It wasn't your favorite. Did you happen to see the new one that Linda Hamilton is in? Because I haven't seen that one, but it looks pretty cool. Rather girl power-ish. Ooh, that's creepy. I don't want that. Does anyone ever get this right? I feel no numb. Yeah, I can understand your feels. It looked cool because they haven't had Linda Hamilton in a movie since, the 90s. They had her voice in this one, and I didn't even see Genesis because I think at that point I was a little over it, but it just kind of looked interesting, but I haven't spoken to anybody who's actually seen it, and therein lies the problem. That if it was good, if a movie is good and nobody's around to watch it, is it really good? Or does it make a sound? Let's try and do this a little bit closer to things. So what I'm doing right now, I did a black and white rendering, like a grayscale rendering before. Trying to colorize that proved a little difficult and muddy. So I wanted to try to sketch it and then color. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to turn off symmetry so that I could give her a little cowlick that everybody knows and loves. The Turdinator. You're my favorite. Okay, let's turn you back on. Last used, so merp. I don't like that one. I think I can erase these without accidentally erasing some stuff I do want. Oh, you guys want to see them boots? This is completely separate from anything we've already talked about. So, hello world. So, here's these boots. Pretty vibrant. You can't really tell because of the lighting. But it is very teal. Let's see if I can get this to turn on, change the color temperature here. Eh. Dad, you're funny. They kind of do glow in the dark. They were very bright. And also they scuff really easily. I'm sure I can like rub off the scuff because of the nature of the paint or coating, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, Sarah Connor seems to be one tough cookie. Or so I say. So says I. Alright, so let's transform, scoochy it right back over here. Say enter and fix some stuff. Do. Hello, pups. By the way, I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me this evening. Yeah, first I needed to update all of my processes and then tried to get online and was like, oh, I can't do the same thing I've been able to do before. So that's dumb. So what I may do, depending on how it works out for me, I may do two different types of things. Either continue using YouTube, but use the actual YouTube app. The issue with that is I don't get like this sort of the cute background stuff that's on this side. Or transition. Do a combination of the two things. So I would be YouTube on the one side and then Twitch on the other side, and the Twitch stream has all of the random stuff that I can put on the Twitch stream, and the YouTube is transferring to YouTube. I have my concerns about that because that might be too much processing power for my computer to do all at once. It would be, oh damn, she's bald, that's why she's so sad. Symmetry off. Sad puppy. It may not work, basically, is like more or less the issue. Or it may work and be super cool. I don't know if I'm going to have to figure that out or what. Let's turn that off and see. Alright. Well, that was cute. Cute, cute, cute. No, don't do that. Do 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 do. Okay. So now that I've got that, and I've got our colors, swatches. Turn off the title so that I can get back to the swatch. Color, line, value. Okay. You know what? Actually, let's do it this way. Can I go here Nope, can't do that. Deselect. There is a hole in this one somewhere. There it is. Check to see if there's any other holes. Okie dokie. Yay. Inverse. And then make that a mask. So what I just did was I created this mask for all of the critters. The unfortunate thing is something went awry here. Oh, that's what went awry. Deselect, B, line, this, that. So I wore these boots to work today, and my coworkers thought they were pretty cute. And I think they're cute, and I like the design themselves, but I don't know. It's not what I was looking for. So, I don't know. You know? Alright, we're going to go back to and you. Make this full screen. This plus this. I really got to make some music so that I can play some cool beats. They do match my glasses actually in real life. Oh no, I guess my glasses are a little bit more blue. A little bit cold. I wonder if this is going to let me do the other thing I want to do. I'm installing Spotify? Since when? Okay. So we're going to playlists of copyright free music. Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear that. So the reason why I'm making these different faces is to be able to reference them whenever I'm drawing her in the different ways that I want to draw her for the book. An expression sheet is usually for, oh, dang it. Expression sheet is usually for animation, but I also am using it for what I'm doing here, basically. So I think this first one that I'm coloring is neutral, and then a sad, and then a contented, happy, and this is an excited face in the bottom. And I don't know if I want to color just this one, because I think it's just going to be a matter of like, know where the color goes and stay on brand, I guess, for lack of a better word. This music kind of sucks. Alright, so copyright free chill hop. Okay. Can't use it. Okay, great. Love that. Love that for me. Are you the same thing? You're the same thing. Adam, killing us. Ooh, this sounds... Hey, I like jazzy lo-fi hip-hop. Oh, there's 5 songs that are playable on this. Great, love that. Let's see what this one... Alright. Turn the music down. I turned the wrong thing down. Sorry. Okay. 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 Just wanted to check that out. And then I'll go back to you, go back to you. And turn the smoothing off. All right. Hmm. You want to see some cool stuff that I've been doing separate from this, but still associated with bees? I made this thing recently. Where's my bees? I made a honey mandala. Honeybee. Just wanted it to look like honeycomb in the middle, and then it's got bees. And then I put the word honey at the top, and then it spells itself backwards. And because this is a 8-sided, no, 6-sided. It makes it look like it's dripping honey. And I did it this way without a gradient, but with hash marks, because I was going to send this to Matt and see if this sort of thing could get burnt in the way that the cross hatching is. Like if you look above me on the screen where it's all zoomed in, it's pretty pretty hatchy. So I'm not sure if that's something that his machine can do, or that it looks good when it does come out, but I just had that idea. And then I thought that would be kind of cool. Actually, I might work on that thing that he's that he was wanting to work on tonight. But let me see where I am so far. Cool. I'm going to finish this real quick. Do that. I dig this music. It's got nice vibes. Nice vibes, you guys. Okay, how did I do that? So it was darker colored all the way up to the top. And then also this even darker color. Do, 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 do. I would like to think that I'm pretty creative, yeah. I'll agree with that. Oh, actually, and I'm not sure if I got a chance to show you this, but you may have seen it on my Instagram. Do I have the thing? Hold on. Luke and Lacey. So this was the Christmas commission that I got. I think it turned out pretty cute. So these two puppers are Brittany Spaniels, from what I understand. They passed away either last year or over the couple of months within like the last couple of years. And the girl who commissioned these, it was her, I want to say her sister's puppers. And they look just so precious. So it's Luke and Lacey. And they looked very sweet. I felt very honored to draw these little doodums. They are some sweet pups. And I still want to draw your guys' dogies now. Alright, I'm going to close this one. Alright, where's the... she didn't say, and I didn't necessarily want to ask. But I think it was a matter of just old age. Because they both did look like they were they're getting on in years. Was it you guys were saying that um, Brittany Spaniels usually have like a shorter lifespan than some other dogs just because they run so fast, but I don't know, Cassidy seems like she's still a pretty spry little pupper. Even though she over 10 now, or is she just getting to 10? Because I thought she was as old as me living out here, which is like 12 years now. No, 14. Jesus. Is she 13? She is 14. Wow. Well, no, because you guys got her at the end of 2016, and she was only was she actually 8 weeks old then? Was she old enough to be separated from her mum? Whether that's actually old enough or not, I might be wrong. I just may be wrong. Yeah, you guys got her for Christmas or like Thanksgiving time period because she was pretty new that first Christmas that I came back to visit. No, that's not gonna work. I don't want to do that. Okay. I think that's a good color map. Cool. Then I'm going to turn the background back on. Save and close. And then save and close that one. And then this is going to be another one. Kind of want to see. Alright, I downloaded this image. No, I didn't. Didn't download it onto my phone. I downloaded it onto my computer at work. This one. This one. That one. Okay. So, there's 3. Ooh, that's what I'll do. Okay, I'm going to try and do a cool thing here. It may not work, but I'm going to try it because I am down to try it. That's not what I wanted to do at all. That's fun. Okay, I have this idea. Transform this, and can I center it? Sure can't. Well, okay then. It is centered. Well, whatever. Deselect. The children's book I've been working on since 2015 or 16. So, Mummy, what I'm currently drawing is trying to create this thing. Matt had posted something on Facebook earlier today, and then cousin Shannon said, "Are you going to try and burn that into wood?" And then Matt was like, "I didn't even have that thought, but yes, now I am." And so I asked, "Do you need me to clean that up for you?" And he goes, "That would be cool." So what it was, let me see if I can get a good rendering of it. It was a really cool idea, and it was done a little bit differently than what I'm doing right now, but the idea is the same. Flip, dip, that's not what I wanted to do. Scoochie on back to this one. Alright, let me download this image so that I can put it in my morgue files. Morgue. Measurements. Cool. Okay, now let us go to measurements. There you are. It's kind of hard to see that at full screen, so let me see if I can. Yeah, I'm just gonna make it large and on this screen. No, because it's in the same. Damn it. I've made a terrible mistake. Alright, let's do it this way. This one. There it is. There she blows. Alright. Yeah, you can kind of see that. So at the top there it says gallon, and then it has it split. 1 gallon is 8 pints, and so it goes this way. Let's do that in white. So it goes to pints, to cups, to quarts, and then quarts goes to cups to pints, and then pints goes to cups. And then down here we've got cups that goes to teaspoons, tablespoons, and then each of those comes down here to the multiple different cup measurements: 1/16 of a cup, an eighth of a cup, a quarter of a cup, 3/8, 1/2, and 3/4. So my thought process was, let me close that. I'm not gonna do anything there. My thought process there was make it a mandala, because I'm making everything a mandala. So same situation, different layout. I don't know how it's going to work or if it's going to work, but I have hope in my heart. So we'll see. Ooh, I can't do that. That won't work. Actually, let's see what it'll look like. Oh my gosh, that looks so cool. Galoon! Alright, that's not going to work the way I want it to. Super cool. Not at all the way I would actually do that. Oh, I did. So I started writing my children's book. I wrote the first draft in 2015 or 16, and then have been working over the past 4 years on elevating my illustration game because of just the way that I want, the vision that I have, the way this actually works. I am very particular in the way that I want my puppy dog to be represented. And so, I'm not necessarily dragging my feet, although there is probably a bit of that as well. But it's not so much that as it is just having a vision and wanting to be able to see it to fruition. That's all. But yeah, I am trying to, take the vision and do something with it. Super cool thing, actually. I reached out to a friend of mine who is, she's attempting to be a writer. I think she's a writer. She writes beautifully, and it's the first roommate from college. Her name is Beth. Shout out to Beth. Big ups. And I sent a draft to her and asked her if she had a moment, if she could review it for me and just give me pointers. And so she's put me on a cool path of figuring out the voice um, of the book. So if it's supposed to be for, let's say, 3 to 8-year-olds, if that's even a demographic for children's books. If it's a picture book specifically, like every page has a picture on it, then that is for a very specific age group. And so she was showing me a couple of different tools and resources to make sure that the way that I'm writing isn't necessarily too much for them to handle, or too confusing or whatever. So I'm going to take that and write my next draft and then ask her if she can look over it again. And then credit her as some sort of editor or something. In broad terms, and I've told like 80 bajillion people this story, it's about my dog, Delta. So this, what I'm currently drawing right now, has nothing to do with that, by the way. Also, good. I've just been staring at this word for so long that I forgot how to spell gallon. It doesn't sound right anymore. In broad terms, it's about Delta befriending a hive of bees in my backyard. In real life, she was trying to eat them because, of course, she was. But in my dream, in the dream world, I would have liked to see it as her attempting to befriend them, because I think that would be super cute and sweet. This is going to be difficult, lemon difficult. Okay. All right. What I'm doing right now, though, is trying to create a thing for my brother. I don't know if I'm going to use this for him, but it's worth noodling it around, I think. Okay. So then we'll turn off. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Symmetry off. And this will be let's select both of these and flip them. Ooh. Enter. I wonder what this does. No? Nothing for you? Okay. That's interesting. Alright, let us leave, transform, and then do this. Nope, that's not gonna work. That'll work. Ah, poop. I janked it up. It's straight janked. Yeah, she's a precious little idiot dog, and I love her. And I think she's successfully not gotten stung by any bees. And if she has, she's successfully not allergic to bee stings. I don't know. Deselect. Okay, so the cups. Nope. Gotta turn this off. Turn off symmetry. And say cups. The way that the thing that my brother found, because it was found online, so I'm also trying to kind of make this my own. The way that was built is very reminiscent of like sacred geometry, which is super cool, but you know. It's something that I want to try myself. And so far, I don't think I'm doing this particularly great. So I might scrap this. But again, it's worth noodling around. Nope, not pints, just pint. Not cups, just cup. Deselect. Do 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 do. I'm going to try my darndest to come up with some music that is kind of the same feel as this music. It's very relaxing. So says I. Heart. Okay, so now that we've got that, let's use symmetry. And nope, that's not gonna work. Do that. There we go. So, sacred geometry is actually one of my favorite things to talk about. If you look microscopically at plants, cells, really living things, and anything on a microscopic scale, you start to notice that there's a pattern to the way things are put together. So let's take the anatomy of a leaf, for instance. The leaf itself, I'm going to try and do this direction. So this is a little bit different. But let's say you had a leaf that was like a 3-pronged leaf and it came out like this. I know I'm using like asymmetry of sorts to render this, but by design, the leaf just knows to become this. Now sometimes there's a mutation and you'll see that there's like a marring on one side that doesn't match the other side. So let's say, one side has the vein going down a little bit different, like that. So there's some cases where you're seeing little bits, but you look close enough at nature and you start seeing like mathematical equations that are so perfect that you're like, how did the earth do this? And that's one of the reasons I think there is a working theory that we are actually just in a simulator or a simulation similar to the way that the Matrix was described. That's not to say that that's true or accurate, but there have been many thought processes that lead us to like the creation of certain life forms plants and trees being one of them, that there are certain scientists, so they're like, a computer does that. A computer does that sort of rendering really well, actually. So is it possible that we're just in a computer simulation? And it gets all heady and existential, and people tend to freak out when they think too much about it without actually having been under the influence of some heavy THC. But I digress. Sacred geometry is that. There's shoot, I'm trying to think of there's a word. My brain is not operating at its highest level right now. Today was a hard day. Okay. Shoot. Okay. The golden ratio in nature. So if you Google search the golden ratio in nature, it's also sometimes called the Fibonacci sequence, and it creates. Here, do I have a thing? No, I still have a thing. Let's turn this off. The Fibonacci sequence it almost look like a nautilus shell, and it does this. That's just a real rough sketch, but it's being described a lot better on these websites that talk about it. Yes, Fibonacci sequence. That is to what I was referring. But I think somebody even brought up the subject that the Fibonacci sequence can be mapped out to how branches grow out of a tree. They're always just a little bit off and a little bit different. They're never like coming out symmetrically, because they're coming out and then a certain amount of ways up the tree and then out that way, and then a certain amount of ways up the tree and out that way. It's pretty neat. Somebody built, and I think it was like a kid, like a student engineer, had built a really awesome solar array that captured light similar to how a tree's leaves capture light. Hi. Jeremy's home. What are you doing? What are you doing, my dude? Okay. Is it gonna smell? Oh, okay. All right. Now that I'm yes, every one of the doors requires some sort of something. I'm gonna say that's a one, and that's a one, and that's a one this way. Haha. Yeah, the Fibonacci sequence is one of my favorite things to learn about in school. But that is, if you look up sacred geometry, there's a few other things that it talks about, but the Fibonacci sequence is a big part of that, because it quantifies how cellular life almost colonizes, I guess is the way a way that I would describe it. Whether that's the correct way to describe it or not, it's how I do. Okay, so how many cups? 10 cups. 10 cups. How many cups goes into a pint? 2, and then 16. And I'm gonna be signing off here in about 15 minutes. How many in a It's one of my favorite things to discuss, even though I'm not really that good at it. I feel like I have to be prepared, like it's a dissertation. All right, 1 quart equals 2 pints, and it's 8 pints equals 1 gallon, and 1 pint equals 2 cups. Favorite, 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 favorite. So this is working. I believe this is working. Crib notes. Yes. Hey, I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for hanging out, Mr. K. Okay, you guys. This is doing what I want it to. Which is kind of cool. I appreciate it. Alright, I'm gonna have to make my canvas size larger. So by, I don't know, 2 inches? Sure. It works. I might be bad right now. Last use symmetry. Oh, you stinker. Well, what the hell? Yep, 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 yep.
What this is saying is that just as you don't know how you manage to be conscious, how you manage to grow and shape this body of yours, that doesn't mean to say that you're not doing it. Equally, you don't know how the universe shines the stars, constellates the constellation, and
Okay.
electrifies the galaxies. You don't know.
So,
Doesn't mean to say
let's say.
that you aren't doing it in just the same way as you're breathing and learning how to breathe.
Alright, how many pieces do I need to be down here? Oh, it just needs to be 2? Well, son of a gun. Okay. Oh, stinker. I knew I should have realized that. Okay, I'm gonna turn that part off. And then on this one, I'm gonna change this to just vertical. So I can do this and do this. And then from here, I'm gonna come out this way. Oh, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do instead. I'm going to go there. This. Aha! Aha! And then go back to that. Deselect. So did you guys get a chance to see Eddie Murphy on Saturday Night Live a couple weekends ago? Okay. I didn't watch Dolomite, not yet. I had heard about it and it sounded really fun, but I just hadn't had a chance to. Because we just keep watching the same things over and over again instead. Because that's how I get things done. If I'm watching stuff, I have to watch it, especially if it's new stuff. Alright, I'm gonna have to turn off last use symmetry. Symmetry off. Wait, no, I'll do vertical again. All the time. All the time. All the time. Alright, so we'll go to symmetry off. One is a teaspoon and one is a tablespoon. And you know, I can I can appreciate something for its that kind of value. Oh, that reminds me. Did you guys end up watching Black Klansman? Speaking of period pieces. I did not get a chance to watch that one either, but heard a lot of good things. Deselect. Table. Alright, I think I'm going to be done here in just a quick hot second. This is turning out the way I want it to, though. That makes me happy. Deselect. Last use symmetry. I'm going to go that route. Alright, how many does this have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, Jesus Christ. Tablespoons is different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hoop! Okay, so teaspoons there are. Somehow less. Alright, so that's 1, 2. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And then for tablespoons, it's less. So I have to turn off the symmetry and cut this in half some more. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom. You know what? I am going to make this 14 from the top. Say okay to that. Neat. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do vertical. I'm going to the circles are going to be on this. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 circles. 6 circles. Mm, mm. Oh. Nope, that's not how that works. Do deselect. Okay, now in order to do this, I'm going to turn my smoothing way up. So I got one. Cool. Nope, that's not going to work. Teaspoons. Oh, I'm dumb. All right. Hmm. Well, poop. Boo doo doo doo. Nope. Do I want to do it that way? Just have these sitting above it. I feel like that might be in the way. It's also going to make a nose, so I'm for it. All right. Deselect. Lasso tool. Lasso these things. And then duplicate. This looks like a weird nose now. I'm down. I'm down for it. I might also shrink it a little. Enter. This, and then this, this. And then do that, and then deselect. Super cool. Okay, so. Two. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Uh, shoot. Shoot, doot, doot. Oh, well, no. Cool. All right. We'll do it this way. 3 teaspoons equals 1 tablespoon. All right. 1 cup equals 16 tablespoons. And 48 teaspoons.
What this is saying is that just as you don't know how you manage to be conscious, how you manage to grow and shape this body of yours, that doesn't mean to say that you're not doing it. Equally, you don't know how the universe shines the stars, constellates the constellation, and galactifies the galaxies. You don't know. But that doesn't mean to say that you aren't doing it in just the same way as you're breathing without knowing how you breathe.
That's not gonna work. Okay. I went past the time I wanted to stop, so I'm going to stop. Save as measurements. I'm going to save that in here as a Photoshop file. Cool. Okay, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. I appreciate you a lot. Lots. Oh, my hair is all dumb. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you guys are watching this in the after the fact and you would like to subscribe to my channel to see more random stuff like what you just saw tonight, then click the subscribe button down in the doodly doo. And also like this video, because then more people get to see it. Because algorithms, more sacred geometry. Just kidding, not sacred. Capitalist. Anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful night. I thank you very much for your company. And I love you very much, Lee. And I hope you come back and see me again, because that would be delightful. Um, love to all. I hope you guys have a great day. And I will check you later. Bye.